Yes, good evening to all. Today we have joined in Wednesday's Dhamma discussion. Uh, Before starting, it is a standard practice that we remember the Buddha for giving his teaching for making us our lives happier. We recite Namo Tassa for 3 times before starting our session. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sammā Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sammā Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sammā Sambuddhassa. Buddham Dhammam Sangham Namasami. Yes, today we will be reading from reading suttas related to speeches, and we will also relate how it will be applicable with the team practice. We can all read together. Someone has joined, has 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I know who? Yes, I will be sharing the screen.
It's me. My name is Satyam Santhalia.
Yes, sir. Fine, sir. Good, sir. From where are you connected, sir?
I am from Delhi, sir.
Great, sir. Good, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir. Like today, we will be reading from the Reading Faithfully. Basically, this is a very good site which focuses on sutta reading and inculcating very good habit of reading. They have getting daily sutta through email. Even though if there is no email, you can also access this. This month they are reading suttas about speech. What we will do is we will read the sutta and will know how we will apply to our film practice through our film board. We'll start one by one. Anyone would like to read can read. Sir, you can read if possible. Yes, we will. I think screen is visible. Yes. We will be reading this Anguttara Nikaya 4.82 Musa Vada Sutta. It is lying. Mendicants. Someone with 4 qualities is cast down to hell. What for? They use speech that's false, divisive, harsh, or nonsensical. Someone with these 4 qualities is cast down to hell. Someone with 4 qualities is raised up to heaven. What for? They don't use speech that's false, divisive, harsh, or nonsensical. Someone with these 4 qualities is raised up to heaven. Basically, Musa Vada means it is basically related to speech, which is in Pali. As we know, as every student, like every meditation practitioner of Vim, we know what are the 5 basic rules in 5 basic rules which we need to follow. I would like to share once again. it will be helpful for new students. Yes, these are the five or six precepts we can call. Last one Bante has added. First precept is like we undertake to keep the precept to abstain from killing or harming living beings on purpose. Second one, I undertake to keep the precept to abstain from taking what is not given. I undertake to keep the precept to abstain from any wrong sexual activity. I undertake to keep the precept to abstain from telling lies, harsh speech, gossip, or slander. Fifth one, I undertake to keep the precept to abstain from taking drugs and alcohol. Sixth one, I undertake to keep the precept to be loving and kind to myself and all beings. Basically, these precepts are the foundation for our meditation practice. Like, one cannot expect a very good meditation by not following these things. Like, what we generally give a simile is like there is a building. The building has a foundation. The building can sustain only when they have foundation in it. Similarly, our meditation practice or cultivating of happiness or cultivating of peace is possible only when we have these five precepts or six precepts has the foundation. When one follows this, then what develops is he continues to practice. When one continues to practice, he develops wisdom. And these three things are interrelated. What we call is Sīla, Samadhi, and Panya. These are the three things. Like here basically it is talking about one of the precept where we have read is and I undertake to keep the precept to abstain from telling lies, harsh speech, gossip, slander. Here first one we will see we should not use the speech that is false. That means we need to speak every time true. And next, divisive. What is divisive is something like, let us say, I speak to one person in one group in one way, and I speak about same person in another group in different way. Like, and since you are speaking in different way, you are making people divide. Like you are making the opinions of the people divide. This is called as divisive, or in another way, we can call it as gossip. Gossip is something, let us say, I am speaking to a person. I should speak in such a way that even though if that person is not there, I could able to speak in a similar way. That is the way, true way of speaking. Harsh. Definitely, harsh speech is something very important in the sense because let us say someone let us say someone makes an harsh speech to us for a common man, then definitely he will feel bad about it. He has spoken a false speech, harsh speech, because it hurts someone. That's why we should not speak harshly. Another one is nonsensical. Nonsensical is something like what I feel is something we speak which is of non-relevant. And what Buddha is saying is the four qualities which makes one to hell is having a false speech, having a divisive speech, having a harsh speech, or nonsensical. And similarly, opposite is heaven. We will read. I will try to correlate with our practice because Reading sutta is something like and understanding it way and implementing like understanding in one way in which will help on our practices will definitely improve our wisdom levels. I would like to just see what our swim board says about it. There is a swim board available in our dhammasukkha.org where one can access swim version of any suttas or any sayings. I am using this one. Yes. We'll read this one too. Yes. The passage in the four kinds of speech that cast down to hell are false. False is mean lying or deceptive speech. Divisive means speech that stirs up conflict, gossip, slander, or splits. Harsh is abusive. Nonsensical or idle chatter means meaningless. Frivolous talk or talk that wastes attention and creates distractions. The fourth that rise one up to heaven are simply the opposite one, that is truthful, unifying, gentle or kind, and meaningful or useful. In the Buddhist moral psychological framework, speech is karmically powerful. Skillful speech cultivates wholesome states and favorable consequences. Unskillful speech fuels greed, hatred, delusion, and battles. Definitely, even we read the Dhammapada verses where it says, if one mind is a forerunner of all good states, mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, because of that, happiness follows one, even as a shadow that never leaves. It means that if one performs any action with a pure mind, then definitely happiness will follow with us. Similarly, there is a similar Dhammapada verse. Mind is the forerunner of all evil states. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind or with an unwholesome mind, because of that, suffering follows one, even as bullock, like what the simile explains is like let us say there is a bullock cart with an ox. Like ox, there's a wheel beside the ox, beside the bullock cart. As the ox runs, and similarly wheel follows in a similar way, our suffering follows once. That means we the suffering will follow as we do one action of any unwholesome. Suffering will immediately follow. Therefore, we should try to cultivate uh, doing in very wholesome aspects. Why this matters for practice? Speech shapes the mind. Speaking untruths, slander, or harsh words strengthen unwholesome habits, ego, defensiveness, agitation. Skillful speech supports calm, clarity, and loving kindness, which is our practice of loving kindness. Speech is a meditation object. In film, we work with the direct experience of body and mind. The impulse to speak, the physical sensation in throat, the emotional tone. So speech becomes another opportunity to observe craving, aversion, and letting go. Very good explained here. Like we can make our speech as a meditation object. Right speech is practice in daily life. Many formal meditations cultivate samadhi and insight in silence. Right speech trains those states to persist in normal activities. Practical steps are exercise. Pause before speaking. Take one mindful breath and check. Is it true? Is it necessary or helpful? Is it kind? Will it harm? Like before speaking, it's a very good mindfulness tip. Checking whether we are speaking true, or necessary, kind, or harm. Body check. Notice sensation in throat, chest, face. When you feel the impulse to speak, label them and allow them to be there without acting immediately. Four-fold filter. Use the quick test before speaking. Truthful, harmonizing. Will it reduce conflict? Kind, gentle, not cutting. Meaningful, useful, not just idle chatter. If any answer is no, consider staying silent or rephrasing. What it's saying is like we have a quick test, like one, it comes by natural practice, like whatever we speak, if it is truthful or not, it is harmony or not, it is kind or not, it is meaningful or not. If answer is no, consider staying silent. Practice compassionate speech. If something must be said that's true but uncomfortable, aim for frankness plus gentleness plus helpfulness. Daily reflection. In the evening, review your speech. Where did you speak skillfully? Where did you miss? Use that material for insight and aspiration. Short meditation. It was, I would like to skip it. Next, we will move to next sutta. Archana Madam has joined. Madam, would you like to read?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, yes. I will zoom it so that you can read comfortably. Yes, ma'am.
KHP from Maṅgala Sutta protection.
Yes.
Broad knowledge, skill, well mastered discipline, well spoken words. This is the highest protection.
Yes. We will elaborate in Twimbot. Before. Basically, madam, we are reading about the
Okay,
Suttas on speech.
okay,
There
okay,
is a website called Reading Faithfully where it they upload like this month they are talking about the suttas related to only speech.
okay, okay.
Yes, madam. I think you can see the screen. Yes, madam.
Huh. Broad knowledge. This refers to knowing what is wholesome and unwholesome, knowing the Dhamma and understanding how the mind actually works. In terms, understanding the 6 R's, the role of craving and dependent origination is true protection. Seeing clearly how feeling, craving, clinging, becoming arises gives you the ability to stop the cycle before suffering appears. Knowledge is not mere information, it's functional understanding.
Yes.
Skill. Skill means the ability to apply the knowledge correctly, especially under pressure. In Twim, the skill is remembering to release, relax, smile, return, repeat in real time. It is the skill of recognizing an unwholesome state as it is arising and letting it go immediately. It is a skill of keeping the mind light, collected, and uplifted. Skill protects because it prevents the mind from falling into unwholesome habits. Well mastered discipline. This is Sīla, ethical conduct lived consistently. Bhante Vimlamsi emphasizes that Sīla is not a rule you obey, but a training that keeps the mind light, removes remorse, supports ease, allows you to arise, and thus allows meditation to deepen. When discipline is well mastered, it means no intentional breaking of precepts. Speech and actions reflect loving kindness. One naturally restrains harmful impulses because the mind sees clearly the suffering they bring. This is
Yes.
one of the greatest protection in life. because Sīla prevents all the trouble that unwholesome actions would create.
Correct.
Well spoken words. Exactly the previous sutta, you quoted words that are true, gentle, unifying, meaningful. Bhante often said, right speech is loving kindness in action. If your speech is wrong, your meditation will not go well. Well spoken words protect because they prevent conflict, plant wholesome karmic seeds, keep the mind calm and joyful, strengthen metta and Brahma Viharas. Why this is the highest protection? All four factors protect you not from external threats, but from the internal ones: anger, greed, fear, delusion, restlessness, unwholesome habits. They protect the mind from falling into suffering. And because suffering arises internally, the protection must be internal. In twin, these four qualities support the gradual purification that culminates in the higher jhanas, the awakening factors, and ultimately nibbana.
Yes. It is very good explanation. Thank you, madam, for reading.
This is so nice,
Mm.
but
Yes,
again,
madam.
to reach to this level, it does require a big practice.
Truly.
That I always feel. और
Even
वहां पे ही झमेला हो जाता है, बीच बीच
yes, yes.
में लेजीनेस आता है, बट इट्स ब्यूटीफुल.
Even actually, even Bante's say, even Bante Kusala, Bante used to say that
Yeah,
consistency is the key.
yeah.
Even though, let us say, what I feel so.
Just a minute,
Uh,
Sachin.
yes, no problem.
Sorry.
No problem. No.
हाँ,
What I was saying that consistency is the key for our practice.
हाँ,
Even though, let us say, what I do generally, what we do generally, let us say, because of the hectic schedule, let
yeah.
us say we could not able to meditate. At least we'll meditate for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever the possible extent,
हाँ, हाँ.
so that it will
Yeah.
maintain some consistency in our practice. What I feel so.
That consistency doesn't come because so many distractions arise, and I always blame myself that I'm not capable for it. I'm not capable for it. So that does happen.
You may not think in that way, madam. It's fine. You just accept the
Uh,
reality, and whenever it is possible, you just
mm,
meditate. It's fine. Everything
mm.
is not in our hands. The things which is in our hands, we should do it, madam. What I feel so.
True, 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 true.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. This is
We
helpful.
will read next one, madam.
Yeah,
Actually, this is Maṅgala Sutta. I think you may be knowing about Maṅgala Sutta, where they
yeah.
have mentioned the highest protections.
Okay,
There
okay.
are one of this is this one, madam.
Mm.
Next one we will read. Yes, madam. You can read, madam.
Shall I read only?
Yes, madam. Yes.
Okay, thank you, thank you. SN 37.37 Matru Sutta, Mother. हाँ, ये स्मॉल किया तो भी चलेगा.
Okay, madam.
Font. At Savatthi, possessions, honor, and popularity are brutal, bitter, and harsh. They are an obstacle to reacting the supreme sanctuary. Sanctuary. When I have comprehend the mind of a certain person, I understand this venerable would not tell a deliberate lie even for the sake of their mother. But sometime later, I see them I see them tell a deliberate lie because their mind is overcome and overwhelmed by possessions, honor, and popularity. So brutal are possessions, honor, and popularity. Bitter are bitter and harsh, an obstacle to reaching the supreme sanctuary. Sanctuary. So you should train like this. We will go give up arising possessions, honor, and popularity, and we won't let them occupy our minds. That's how you should train. So that is
Yes.
every minute we should train the mind. Okay, okay. This is really nice.
What it is saying about here Buddha is quoting
Uh,
example of how this possession, honor, and popularity
yeah.
uh, will make one in a
Hmm.
different way, like not following the precept, like of
Uh,
lying. We
yeah.
will read in detail in film perspective now.
Ah,
Sindhu, do you want to read? Yes, Sindhu wants to read.
this is similar.
Yes, it is getting, it will be displayed now. Yes, I think you can read, Sindhu.
This is a powerful warning the Buddha gives repeatedly in the Suttas. In Twim language, it is a teaching about how easily the mind becomes taken over by craving and conceit when it gets praise, status, or gain. Let's unpack it carefully and in line with Bhante Vimalaramsi's and Delson Armstrong's teachings. Why po- positions, honor, and popularity are called brutal, bitter, and harsh? Because they directly stimulate craving, tanha, conceit, mana, and wrong view, ditti. Bhante Vimalaramsi emphasized that anything that triggers craving becomes an obstacle to the path. Praise is more dangerous than blame because the mind clings to it. These three, gain, honor, and praise, are part of 8 worldly winds. They seem sweet at first, but their aftertaste is always bitter because they reinforce I am, the conceit the meditator is trying to dissolve. They cause fear for losing that one has gained, what one has gained. They distract the mind from the impersonal process of dependent origination and pull it back into personal identity. They make it easier to see the subtle arising of craving, which is necessary for progress into the higher jhanas and towards awakening. This is why the Buddha calls them obstacles to the supreme sanctuary, what that is to Nibbana. Even someone who would not lie for their mother. This part is especially revealing. The Buddha is saying a person may be deeply honest, even heroic in virtue, until the worldly winds hit their weak point. When gain, status, or admiration appear, the mind gets pushed off balance. Bante would describe this as job, joy, and pride slightly tightening, a subtle taking it personally, the mind becoming less open and flexible, craving creeping in unnoticed. And once craving is present, any precept can be broken, even by someone who was previously solid. This is why the Buddha says these things are brutal. Twin perspective, the mechanics of the downfall. In twin terms, the progression looks like this. Pleasant feeling arises through gain, honor, or praise. The meditator doesn't notice the craving that immediately follows. I like this. I want more of it. I don't want to lose it. This craving becomes clinging, especially mana, conceit. Look at me. I am respected. I am someone important. This fuels habitual tendencies, such as protecting status. Delusion takes over. The person justifies lying, harsh speech, or manipulation to maintain that image. The precept crumble. This is classic dependent origination in motion. Give up arisen, positions, honor, and popularity. What does this mean? It doesn't mean you must reject all worldly things or become unpopular. It means don't let them stick to the mind. Don't let the pleasant feeling turn into craving. See them as just phenomena arising and passing away. Use the 6 hours immediately when praise or gain touches the heart. Bhante Vimalaramsi always warned advanced meditators, especially. The biggest danger is when people start praising your progress. The moment you think I'm advanced, you fall back. So the training is internal. Hold success tightly. Let praise pass through the mind like wind through an open window. How to train in this practically? Here is a trim style application of Buddha's instruction. When gain or praise arises, recognize it as a feeling, pleasant, just feeling. Relax the tightness around it. This is crucial. The tightness is the bodily signature of craving. Smile, and smile keeps the mind open, preventing conceit from craving, from forming. Remember, impersonal process. This is just causes and conditions. Not me, not mine, not I am. Reflect on impermanence. This too will pass. Maintain Sīla carefully. The more praise you get, the more careful you must be. Summary: the Buddha is warning that even strong virtue can collapse when the mind is intoxicated by gain, status, or praise. These things stimulate craving and conceit. Therefore, one must train to let them arise and pass without ownership. This is directly aligned with Twim and Bhante Vimalaramsi's constant emphasis. Don't take anything personally, especially praise.
Thank you, Sindhu, for reading. It is very good in the sense it is saying about taking things personally. It is very good explained here that it happens that like Buddha is emphasizing that when someone gains some respect, three things which here it is explained: gain, status, or praise. Whenever someone gains it, it is possible that one may. There is a warning from Buddha that if someone is intoxicated, means one is attached with the status, one is attached with the gain, one attached with praise, then their virtue, like possibility of maintaining precepts, may break. Therefore, one must train, like don't take anything personally, especially praise, what it is reflecting. Very good, Sita. We'll read one more and we may. Yes, Archana madam, you can read.
Okay. AN 10.44. Sutta at Kusinara. At one time, the Buddha was staying near Kusinara in the forest of offerings. There the Buddha addressed the medicants. Venerable Sir, they replied, the Buddha said this, medicants, a medicant who wants to accuse another should first check five things in themselves and establish five things in themselves. What five things should they check in themselves? A medicant who wants to accuse another should check this: is my bodily behavior pure? Do I have pure bodily behavior that is impeccable and improbable? Is this thing found me or not? If it's not, there will be people who say, come on, Venerable, train your own bodily behavior first. Furthermore, a mendicant who wants to accuse another should check this: is my verbal behavior pure? Do I have pure verbal behavior that is impeccable and irrevocable? Is this thing found in me or not? If it's not, there will be people who say, come on, Venerable, train your own verbal behavior first. Furthermore, a mendicant who wants to accuse another should check this: is my heart established in love for spiritual companions without resentment? Is this thing found in me or not? If it's not, there will be people who say, come on, Venerable, establish your heart in love for your spiritual companions first. Furthermore, a mendicant who wants to accuse another should check this: am I very learned, remembering and keeping that I have learned? These teachings are good in the beginning, good in the middle, and good in the end. Meaningful and well phrased, describing a spiritual practice that is entirely full and pure. Am I learned in such teachings? Remembering them, reinforcing them by recitation, mentally scrutinizing them, and comprehending them theoretically. Is this thing found in me or not? If it is not, there will be people who say, come on, Venerable, memorize the scriptures first. Wait.
I think mediums has been removed. Furthermore, a mendicant who wants to accuse another should check this: have both monastic codes have been passed down to me in detail, well analyzed, well mastered, and well judged in both the rules and accompanying material? Is this thing found in me or not? If it's not, and if they are not unable to respond when asked, Venerable, where was this spoken by Buddha? There will be people who say, come on, Venerable, train in the code of conduct first. These are the five things they should check in themselves. What five things should they establish in themselves? I will speak at the right time, not at the wrong time. I will speak truthfully, not falsely. I will speak gently, not harshly. I will speak beneficially, not harmfully. I will speak lovingly, not from secret hate. These are the five things they should establish in themselves. A mendicant who wants to accuse another should first check these five things in themselves and establish these five things in themselves. Yes, very good thing. Like it is explaining in summary. We will see summary of this in book.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, madam. You can read, madam. From here. Yes. From here, you can read, madam.
Overview.
Yes,
The
yes.
Buddha said, before you correct another person, check your own conduct in 5 areas and establish 5 intentions for how you will speak. This protects you from speaking from anger or conceit, hypocrisy, misunderstanding the Dhamma. थोड़ा फॉन्ट बढ़ाते क्या प्लीज?
Yes, yes,
थोड़ा सा,
yes.
थोड़ा सा.
Yes.
हाँ, बस बस. हाँ. Creating conflict, harming the harmony of the Sangha of community. Twim places huge emphasis on this because admonishment done with craving or aversion harms both people and blocks progress. The 5 things to check in oneself: purity of bodily behavior. Is my conduct blameless? Am I acting with Sīla? Would anyone say, fix your own behavior first? If your own actions carry greed, anger, or unwholesome habits, then admonishment will lose its integrity. In twin terms, if the body tightness or contracts when considering considering admonishment, thus craving, release it. Purity of verbal behavior. If my thoda upar, I'm not.
1 minute,
Ah,
madam. What I will
if
do is
yeah,
I will copy this thing and make at one location so that it will be easy for you.
okay, okay.
Yes, these 5 things to check oneself.
Ah,
We'll copy from here overview.
okay.
Yes, I think purity of bodily behavior we have seen. Verbal behavior we will see, madam. Yes,
Yeah,
madam.
yeah. Do I myself keep the precepts of right speech? If we ourselves use harsh, diverse, divisive, or careless speech, any correction of another becomes hypocrisy. Twim emphasizes that right speech is part of the meditation practice. Careless speech weakens the dhanas and the awakening factors. So this check is essential. A heart established in loving kindness. Am I free from resentment? Bhante Vimramsi repeatedly taught, never correct anyone without loving kindness in your mind. If irritation is present, first 6 are it. Okay. Now this is the heart of the sutta. Without loving kindness, admonishment becomes an expression of aversion and will do harm. Are you well learned in this teaching? Ask, do I understand the Dhamma clearly enough to correct someone? Am I remembering the teachings? Have I reflected on them and understood them? The Buddha is not asking for uh, encyclopedic knowledge, but clarity, correct understanding, ability to recognize what the Dhamma actually teaches versus one's opinions. In Twim, understanding the impersonal process of craving and release helps you guide others correctly. Are you trained in the Vinaya discipline? For monastics, this means knowledge of the monastic code. For layperson, the spirit is still relevant. Know the principles of ethical conduct deeply. You should not correct someone on matters you do not understand. Twim emphasizes consistent Shila as a foundation for meditation. If you are unclear about ethical boundaries, uh, admonishment becomes guesswork. The five things to establish in oneself before speaking, these are exactly aligned with right speech and with Dreams emphasizes on speaking from a relaxed, open mind. Speak the right time. Timely matters. If someone is agitated, embarrassed, or surrounded by others, admonishment may cause harm. In twin terms, speak only when the mind is calm and open. Both yours and others. Speak truthfully. This is uh, straightforward to exaggeration, no implications, no spin. In Twim, truth should be spoken without personal investment. If the mind tightens around being right, you must relax first. Speak gently. Gentleness prevents defensiveness. Harshness indicates that craving of aversion is present in the speaker. Bhante, if the speech is sharp, the mind is not in forgiveness, in loving kindness.
Yes.
Speak beneficially. Ask, will this actually help them, or am I trying to relieve my own irritation? This begins with Twim's emphasis on motivation. Speech should reduce suffering, not increase it.
Correct.
Speak with loving kindness without hidden anger. This is the absolute centerpiece. Even if the words are correct, if the tone or heart carries anger, it is the wrong speech. Twim teaches that admonishment should always come from an open heart, lightness, compassion, a wish for the other's welfare. Bhante often told teachers to smile gently before giving guidance to ensure the mind was soft. The whole sutta in Twim summary before correcting anyone, check your own conduct, make sure you are practicing rightly and are not projecting your own faults. Check your heart. If irritation of pride is present, you cannot admonish properly. First, siksar and return to metta. Check your understanding. Make sutta you are correcting according to the Dhamma, the personal preference. When read, speak in five ways. At the right time, truthfully, right moment, sorry. Gently with genuine benefit, with loving kindness, free of resentment. This preserves harmony, keeps the mind free of craving and aversion, and supports progress towards Nibbana.
Yes. Very good. Thank you, madam, for reading. It's very good explained when to
Yeah,
speak, what to speak, when to correct. It is very good explained.
वेरी 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 नाइसली. आज ही मुझे लग रहा था कि मुझे बात करने के लिए सीखना है और आज ये सुत्ता पढ़ने के लिए मिला.
Yes, yes, you
बहुत
got opportunity to read, madam.
I know.
It's very good, madam.
This is very good.
Gopinath sir has joined. Gopinath sir, do you want to share about speech before sharing merit?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear, sir.
Yeah, because speaking, once we have discussed, I think, with Delson, that is, the other person should benefit, what the other person should benefit from your speech.
Think before you speak. Delson says think before you speak.
Yeah, think before you speak, because is it beneficial to the other person?
Is timely, honesty.
Is it right time to speak
Yes,
this?
honesty.
Honesty, is it truthful? That is more important, because most of the time ego appears and forces to tell lies to impress others. Most of the time it happens that we are forced to tell lies to impress others. That that is a negative blockage.
Correct, sir. Correct. Rightly said, sir.
So it should, but we should be careful with speech. Then we can avoid many problems.
Correct. Rightly said.
Over. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Parents of the world, fame and loss,
Okay.
praise and hate.
Okay. Sindhu is saying that we can read 5. What do you say, Sindhu? Worldly gains. 5 worldly. 5 worldlings. Sutta. Yes, sir. 5 worldlings.
The world revolves around these 5.
5 world revolves around this 5 thing. Yes. The thing which Sindhu was talking about is Archana madam, you can read last this one.
Praise and
I always love to read.
Yes, madam.
Because these 8 worldly conditions revolve around the world, and the world revolves around these 8 worldly conditions. What 8? Gain and loss, dispute and fame, blame and praise, and pleasure and pain.
Yes.
these are only the basic things.
Yes.
अगर हमको जो चाहिए या जो नहीं मिला या या this
Basically,
is
what it is saying is these are the only 8 things which world revolves around,
correct.
and it revolves around these worldly conditions. Very good remembering by Sindhu. Gain and
Thanks.
loss.
Yeah.
Yes. Disrepute and fame,
Yeah.
blame and praise, pleasure and pain. These are the only things.
These are the only
These are the
things.
only things the worldly condition revolve around the world, and world revolves around these worldly conditions.
Yeah.
Very good, Sindhu's remembering.
Yeah. Thank you.
We will finally share the merit so that all this merit may gain to all, and
Yeah.
let this Dhamma be continued. We'll read
Yeah.
all together.
Yeah.
May suffering ones
Suffering
be
ones be
suffering
suffering
free,
free,
and the fears
and the
track
fears that
fearlessly.
fearlessly.
May the
May
craving shed all crave,
all craving,
and may all beings
all
find
beings
relief.
find relief.
May all beings
All
share
beings
the merit that we have thus
Thus,
acquired for the acquisition
for
of all kinds of
all kinds
happiness.
of happiness.
May beings inhabiting space and earth, Devas and
Devas and
Nagas,
Nagas
mighty
of
power,
mighty power
share this
share
merit
these
of
merits
ours.
of ours.
May they long
May
protect the
long
Buddha's
protect the
dispensation.
Buddha's dispensation. Sa,
Sadhu,
sa,
sadhu,
sa.
sadhu. Thanking you all. Wishing all
थैंक यू
happiness.
सचिन जी, आज मुझे टाइम मिला, मैं अकेली
Yes.
हूँ, otherwise I never get time on Wednesdays.
Good,
So
madam.
it's
Good.
my good luck. It's my good luck.
Yes. Thank you, Pai. Thank you, Archana, madam. Thank you, Sindhu. Thank you, Kopinath, sir. Thank you
Thank you
all.
so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Everyone.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.